So let me start with this. It's great to talk to you, and there are so many people who are excited to hear that you're not only coming, but you're going to have a chance to talk to us in the morning. Give us a sense for your thoughts about Rochester. Are you surprised that you get this kind of reception in Rochester?
Yeah, you know, Rochester's one of the first cities that really that broke open for me and my wife individually. Even before we were together, Rochester was a huge supporter of both bands. So we always love coming back. We have some great friends in the area, and you know, from doing the morning show with Brother Weeze for years back, it's been a great time. And the city's really whenever people ask me what are your favorite places to play in the country, Rochester's always high on the list, and people always they're always a little bit surprised. But it's you know, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Susan's from Boston, Massachusetts. You never know where your second hometown's going to be.
Wait, listen, we'll take it. And for the people who don't know as much about your music, I just want to read what the Boston Herald said, that Tedeschi-Trucks, long married, are the power blues rock couple of this era. Now, that's pretty cool stuff from a pretty big paper. What did you make of that?
You know, I always try to take any of that stuff with a grain of salt. You know, it's just you kind of do what you do, and we're incredibly fortunate that people support what we do and what we love to do. So you know, you have to take the good with the bad, because there's every once in a while you get a little press clipping that's not quite as nice. So I find that you like when you're averaging scores, you throw out the worst and the best reviews. You have to deal with the middle. But you know, I think as long as you're enjoying it and you feel good about what you're putting out there and you're being honest musically and doing your thing, that's all you can really hope for. And then if people happen to show up and dig it too, it's the icing.
No, they definitely dig. Hey, listen, you're humble to say that, but you know it's not just the Boston Herald. I mean, really, the press around the country has been so good for you guys. And I almost have to wonder how you do it, because they say husband and wives can't work together, Derek. How's that work? You know,
we're trying to break all kinds of trends. You know, I find like a lot of times when I'm doing interviews, I'll call in, and if the interview's at 11, I'll call it 11, and people are shocked. Like musicians are supposed to be a half hour late.
Right.
So we're working on all the stereotypes. You know, I mean, like anything, a relationship, a band, it's a lot of work, and you have to keep the lines of communications wide open, and you have to you have to be honest about what you're doing. And I mean, my last group, we were together for 16 years, and I used to always equate being in a band with 5 or 6 guys like you know, it's a marriage. It's a marriage without some of the other stuff that goes with it, but it's a marriage for sure. So you have to constantly work at it and tend it, and make sure that you know, whenever musical or personal issues come up, you just deal with them. And I think people can feel that, and they can tell that it's a real life working situation. I think people enjoy the honesty of it.
I think it really is a beautiful thing to see. You guys have played with the best. You've shared stages with the likes of, you know, Clapton, Dylan, Carlos Santana, Buddy Guy, so many others. For those who are going to be seeing you for the first time Friday, what are they in for?
You know, this is really a new group. I mean, we've been writing a ton of tunes. It really is. You kind of catching a band in its embryonic stage, but it's really been a blast. I mean, I haven't had this much fun playing and working at a project in years and years. And this is the first band I've been in where I can't really see the ceiling. You know, I really feel like we're just scraping the surface, but I feel like it could go for a long time. It could do a lot of great things. So it's an exciting time to see the band. I mean, it's you know, we're throwing in a few old tunes. It's kind of inspired by that Delaney and Bonnie, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Derek and the Dominoes, early Allman Brothers esque type of playing and writing, where it's a traveling circus. I mean, it's 2 drummers, 2 background singers, Susan, me, O'Teal, and Kofi Burbridge on bass and keyboards. There's a lot going on up there, but it's an extremely talented group that we have behind us. We're fortunate to be doing it.
And Derek, I always like to ask the people who are sort of the leading lights in their field, what do you dig about the music scene now? Who else do you like to see live? Who do you listen to? It's especially interesting for me in music, because I think, to be honest, I think there's a lot of junk on popular radio, and it's great to see authentic music like yours. So what do you like that's out there?
You know, there's a lot of unsung heroes out there. I mean, there's there's this band that we've been working with a little bit. Their name is it's the Wood Brothers, and it's two brothers, bass and guitar, just amazing songwriting, great players, great singers. Chris Wood actually plays with a kind of a avant-garde jazz band called the Tedeschi Martin and Wood, but together they play. It's almost like Levon Helm and the band. It's that era, but really beautiful stuff. And I mean, as far as other guitar players, there's guys like Jack Pearson in Nashville. Jimmy Herring is one of my favorites that's out there doing it. There's a lot of music coming up, but I hear you. If you turn on the radio, it can be pretty depressing. You just got to look under rocks and stones, and there's some stuff hidden out there.
This is why I asked you. See, that's great stuff, and that's great stuff for us to look up if we haven't seen them. And yeah, I try to stay away from pop radio, unfortunately. Now
I hear you. Yeah, check out the Wood Brothers, man. I think you'll dig them.
That's great stuff. Well, hey, it's great to catch up with you. I know, honestly, so many people are just really, really pumped to see you and Susan, and they love what you're doing. I know you're going to keep doing it, and that's great. And thanks for spending a few minutes. We'll see you Friday.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the time.